I don't care. Lose 6-2, lose 6-1. I don't care. Let us just have the ball. I don't know what fan is happy watching your team without the ball for 90 minutes. Like, for me, that's torture. That is torture, watching your team get outplayed for 90 minutes. And the other team has the ball, and you still lose.
So I hear it.
And you still lose by a big scoreline.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Yeah. Yes, people, another edition of Nights of the Round Table Discussions where we discuss all sports all the time. Got the man them here, the truth, Mr. KA and ST with me. How are we doing, people?
All good, man. All right, man. All right.
What was Christmas saying? How was everyone's Christmas and that? We haven't seen each other since. So what's going on? What was Christmas saying for you lot?
Truth.
Bear munch. Bear munch.
Man was sleeping. Man slept. Trust me, because I've been staying up mad times. So Christmas Day is the only day I could actually sleep in.
Man said that he was actually sleeping like he wasn't supposed to be eating and giving the kids presents, bro.
Man, my eating was before that.
People, as you know, the man them are here. It is our last footy chat for the year. 2021 is coming to an end, and what a year it has been. We're gonna have a little bit of nostalgia towards the end of the show. But as usual, before we start, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Get the likes up, get the subscriptions up, all that good stuff. Share. As I say all the time, we are here, and don't forget to join our social media pages as well. Links are in the description. Oh, right. Before we do start, that's a little shout outs to the people that we've lost this year. When I say people, the famous people that have gone.
You see my face, I was like, who died?
I know the famous people, fam. There's a lot more important people that died.
No, listen, obviously, anyone that lost any loved ones.
I was about to tell you one of my schoolmates died. I'm like,
obviously, a lot of people have lost a lot of people. Loads of family, friends this year. It's been a mad year for it. It's just continuation of 2020 basically, and obviously we've lost some people in the media. Prince Philip died. No one really cares, but we're gonna get into the important.
We need another holiday.
This guy's
Desmond Tutu died.
Desmond Tutu is on my list, bro. Look, listen. All right, we lost. Who are these people? Hold on, I wrote it down. This is not really important. The important people
we're not talking about football today, guys. You know.
Yeah,
we will get onto football.
We are. But we did. KA was right.
Shouldn't we say for the New Year's thing? Like, why are we talking about?
We're doing this now because it's the end of the year.
Hey, Mr. Popeye's chicken down there.
It's not going to take long, bro. I just need to say three names of relevance, bro, to us. All I'm saying, as KA said, yes, we lost Desmond Tutu this year. We lost DMX this year, and we lost Michael K. Williams this year.
DMX, that feels like so long ago, bro.
I know, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying. Obviously, losing Michael K. Williams, no one knows who that is. Omar from The Wire, we lost him too. Yeah. I mean, you watch The Wire, you know.
I was about to cuss you. I thought you said to us that we don't know who he is. You know, of course.
No. The people, bro. the people. But those are the relevant people that we lost this year, and RIP to them. And hopefully, their families are getting through it during this time. But
I thought this guy's gonna come with some footballers,
bro. No footballers died, bro. Like no one of relevance died, bro. Unless you want to count Jimmy Greaves.
Was Maradona last year?
Yeah.
Was he last year or the year before? It was last year, wasn't it?
Something like that, but he wasn't this year. But yeah, anyway, RIP to those people. Back to the football people. Listen, we're gonna start with the informed team at this moment in time. The two informed teams at this moment in time. Massive game on the weekend. It is the first of a double header of big games this weekend. It is a race for the title. Arsenal taking on Man City. Arsenal in great great form at this moment in time. Won 5 in a row in all comps, 4 in the league, scoring 14, only conceding 1, right? What else is there? Only lost once at home. We need to put that out there. It was early in the season as well. That was at home to Chelsea, the 2-0 loss. Coming up against the juggernaut, which is Manchester City, currently leading 1-0 at this moment in time against Brentford. Won 9 in a row in the Premier League this season. Kay, I'm going to come to you first. Obviously, you are Mr. Arteta in supporting the football club through and through. On real talk, as I said, 5 in a row, 4 in the league, only conceded 1. Team seems to be playing very well, getting goals from everywhere. Martinelli, Saka, Smith Rowe, Laka. Xhaka's come back in and made an immediate impact on the team as well. For you, obviously, your game got called off against Wolves, so you've got now a week, well, basically the rest of the week to prepare for Manchester City as they play right now. For you, surely this is a prime time moment for Arsenal to grab the bull by the horns and beat not only one of the big 6, but a Manchester City team that you lot seem to struggle against all the time.
I totally disagree. And I think any Arsenal fan going in with like extreme high hopes, they're just setting themselves up for failure, because I remember the last time.
Time out. I asked you. I didn't ask the truth this question. Like, that's not the answer I expected.
No, this is the answer you're gonna get, man. I know I got the shit on today, yeah. But
man said straight. I disagree. You know, I was shocked to hear that as myself.
I said what I said, and I said what I said.
Oh shit! I wasn't even expecting that either.
Do you know what? Because because when you were there listing off our recent achievements, I remember the last time you did that, when I think we were gonna play Liverpool, I think it was, and we got slapped up. You were talking about unbeaten run in all competitions, Arteta this, and we got slapped up. And this is the problem with Arsenal, yeah. When we come to the big teams, we face a massive reality check. We get slapped down and we get made to realize we're not there yet. So this time, I don't usually go in with extremely high hopes, but I can see the same thing happening again. City are on crud right now. They're playing some great football. They showed in the last game against Leicester they could turn it on and off when they want. Go up 4-0, 3-0. Leicester came back in. They were like, okay, we're gonna score 2 more goals and put this game to bed, just like that. So City are on crazy form. They've got KDB, a fresh KDB. They've got a fresh Foden and Grealish back in the team today. Haven't played for weeks. And to be honest, I would have rather Arsenal play Wolves. Actually, I was disappointed when we had the game disappointed, because I feel like the team could lose momentum, especially going into a big game. And it's all good in hand saying you've got games in hand, but I'd rather points on the board. I'd rather not have a fixture congestion later on down the line. I'd rather get out of the way, be on a high, and even if we lose, we could still be in the top 4 or whatever. Because maybe the Wolves, if we beat Wolves, it could have taken us there. But not to be all Debbie Downer. I do like the way the team are playing. I do like there's no new formation that Arteta's implemented. We've got Lacazette. I kind of see it as, in my own personal opinion, like kind of like the Firmino kind of role, where he's sacrificing himself and allowing Saka and Martinelli to do the kind of Salah Mane things. Obviously, I'm not saying on that level before anyone gets onto me, but they're using our the wingers as sort of wingers / forwards.
Inside forwards,
effect, yeah. To great effect, yeah. And team was playing well. Tierney's come back into the squad playing well. Tomiyasu was playing well before he got injured. I was upset that he had the injury. And even the great Croydon De Bruyne, Smith Rowe can't even get back in the team. So because Odegaard's playing well, so the team's doing good. It's not all down doom and gloom, and you can't be doom and gloom when you've been playing well, unbeaten in all those games as you mentioned. But I just know, as an Arsenal fan for all these years, we like to set ourselves up for like major reality checks, and City will be a litmus test, but if we lose, keep your head up, man. And we got the mighty, or not mighty, the white burst Spurs soon, where we can get 3 points again. So we'll make up for it. Not what you expected.
Look. I'm not here for this doom and gloom and this reality check, right? It is a game where you're bringing a lot of momentum into it, and you brought up the Liverpool game, and I completely understand it because I think you lot went on some 10-game run or something, and then it got to Liverpool, but that was away from home. We know Arsenal's record away from home is abysmal. We're talking about Arsenal at the Emirates now. As I said, only lost once at home all season, albeit to Chelsea. But it was early in the season. We were missing players. All your players are back now. And I think you lot have a chance. Truth, obviously, Mike L has got corona, so he won't be at the game on
this
Saturday.
Is like the third time this guy's got corona. Like, what is...
Didn't he start it?
Bro.
He started it at the start of the thing. Yeah, he had it.
Bro. I'm like, guy, you need better friends, bro. Or like...
Man said better friends, you know. He needs friends in high places to give him the and then not speak anyway.
True. Mike L won't be there. I can see the smile on your face because he won't be in the dugout. Look, it's going to be an acid test. We know that City are on smoke. They're absolutely beating everybody right now. And I understand what Mr. K.A. said when he said that, again, the Leicester game, they turned it off and then they turned it back on and made it 6-3. But the fact that Leicester, listen, this was Man City 4-0 up. Leicester made it 4-3, could have made it 5-4, and in the last 5 minutes of that game would have been very uncomfortable. I think the one thing that Leicester proved is that as high and mighty as Manchester City side and how good they are, they still have their defensive fragilities. And don't get me wrong, Leicester is a team that always shows Manchester City's defensive fragilities. So is that not something that Arsenal can look at and be like, okay, if we can stay compact, if we can keep them at arm's length, we can get goals in this game and cause them a real problem?
The biggest team news that you just mentioned just now, the biggest team news that you said was that there's not going to be any Arteta on the sidelines. So that means for once, we may get to see the shackles off. As I said, I've had enough of going and showing these idiot teams respect, giving them 80% possession of the ball and still getting slammed. I'm sick and tired of that. Let us go out there and lose like a 6-3. I don't care. Lose 6-2, lose 6-1. I don't care. Let us just have the ball. I don't know what fan is happy watching your team without the ball for 90 minutes. Like for me, that's torture. That is torture watching your team get outplayed for 90 minutes. And the other team, and you still lose. And you still lose by a big scoreline. Like, what is the difference between going out there and getting smacked? At least you're getting entertainment. You know when we used to get hammered, under Wenger, when we used to get hammered in those scorelines, like 5-1 to Liverpool, that kind of stuff, It was bad at the time, don't get me wrong, because we're getting smoked. But up until like the 60th, 70th minute, even though we're 3-0, 4-1 down, I had hopes of coming back because we were still attacking. Like, I knew we were going to concede, but we were still attacking. Under this manager, in the big games, we just give up. We just show them respect. Give them. There's nothing I hate more than giving a team a ball in this day and age. It's like he's just asking to be slapped. So the fact that Arteta's not there, hopefully the team uses that and be like, we're gonna play the way that we want to play and actually go out on our shield. In terms of much hope for the game, the way KA sounds is like we got no hope now. But
I know.
the fact that Arteta's not there is giving me a bit more hope. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm actually feeling optimistic now. Like if Arteta was there, I'll be saying the same thing KA is telling me. But you know what? I'm feeling positive about this now. Like I'm
What
feeling
kind of
good.
parallel Stranger Things universe are we in, bro? Upside down world.
Truth,
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, to be honest.
I'm gonna do it because I could feel like look, for me, the biggest reason why we've been losing these games has been Mikel. Like that's for me, that's the be all and end all. The strategy of going 1-0 up and then defending, or going against a big team and defending, is just not working. So the fact that he's not there gives me loads of hope. I'm just hoping that the team are able to grow in this game, because they need to grow. This is a game that they can grow. The youngsters need to show up. I have faith in Lacazette because he's been putting in a shift. I'm not gonna lie. I'm worried about Xhaka in this day game, but he has been playing okay, giving us his 6s out of 10 instead of his usual 4 out of 10s, which is good. And I don't know if Tomiyasu is going to be fit, because I think he needs to be fit. I am not good playing Holding and Ben White on the right. Ben White played decent, but this is a step up. I know you've mentioned that we've beaten Norwich, Leeds, and Southampton, I think. I can't remember who else it was.
I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah, but we beat dead teams. It's not like we were facing teams that those teams really struggle with COVID. Like they struggle with COVID. So beating them doesn't mean anything to me. For me, this is where you make your grain versus the top 6, or versus like teams in and around you, like your West Hams, your Leicester, your Evertons. Those are the games for me, because this is what tests the youngsters. Those teams where you're beating those small teams don't test me, don't mean anything to me. So yeah, I'm positive, predicting a win.
I think you have to try and be positive. I think KA is got a point, because when I say this to you, I mean, as I said, City have won 9 on the bounce in the league. It looks like it's going to be 10. They're the top scorers in the league. You lot have lost 9 in a row to Man City in the league, and you haven't beaten them in 12 in the last 12 games. Another quiz for K8 and the truth. When was the last time you lot beat Manchester City?
Away, or just any?
Nah, just any in the league.
In the league.
Oh, was it in the cup, FA Cup?
It must be the 2015-16 when the Cazorla 2-0 away at Etihad.
I think it's 2-0 as well. I feel like that.
Nah.
It's 2011.
No, 2015 is the right year, but your scoreline is wrong and your scorers are wrong.
Was it in the league, or was it a cup game?
It was a league.
We won in the league 2015. Pellegrini. I don't remember beating Pellegrini apart from that 2-0.
You might as well tell us, but I can't remember.
It was a 2-1 scoreline.
Yeah.
Shamak.
Man said Shamak.
No, I'm joking.
Scorers.
I tell you 2-1. Was that home or away? You can say.
You lot were at home.
Oh, we're at home. Yeah, I don't remember that game at all.
Walcott and Giroud were the two.
Oh wow!
Were the two scorers.
I don't remember that game. I don't even remember the game.
Yeah, you lot were 2-0 up, and then Yaya scored and made it 2-1.
Yeah,
that's how it finished. But that was the last time you lot beat Manchester City in the league, 2015.
Yeah.
Like the record isn't great at all, and obviously when you got like 5'1" people scoring headers in the last 2 games as well, it's kind of peak for you lot. But I still have faith that Arsenal can do the job. ST, from a Manchester City perspective, right? You're just on this juggernaut right now, 6 points clear at this moment in time. As I said, they're winning. Could be 9 points clear of Liverpool by the end of the game this time. Going up against this Arsenal side, Is there any way that Manchester City could possibly lose this game, considering the record that they have against them and the players? It seems that Arsenal seem to capitulate all the time. Or is it a case of just business as usual? Manchester City are just going to go out there and absolutely run riot?
I mean, I reckon they'll just. I wouldn't say go out and run riot. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's just going to be closer than other previous matches because I do think Arsenal are in form. And I think that the system they're playing with Saka and Martinelli on each side of Lacazette is helping the team a bit more defensively as well. I will say this though. The only way Man City can lose is complacency. That's the only way I see them losing. And to be honest, I feel like Arsenal have a very good chance of doing something. I don't think they'll win, but I can see Man City causing problems because I feel like with Manchester City's defense, the only way you can probably get at them is pace. Pace and I think that Arsenal, from what I've been seeing recently, were very, very deadly on the counter-attack. And I think that can cause Man City a problem, especially with Guardiola monopolizing the ball. And I think that Arsenal, with when they have counter-attacking possession, they use the ball quite efficiently. So I think that's one of the only ways I can see Man City actually losing to Arsenal. However, I still make Man City the favourites. I think they're just a juggernaut. I think they're the only team in the league that can just go on a 15, 16 league winning run, and for no reason, just like that.
No, I think you're spot on. Look, as I said, it's going to be a difficult game. I 100% expect it to be a lot. I'd agree with you. I expect it to be a lot closer than people were anticipating it to be. And the point you brought up was pretty clear. The counter-attacking of Martinelli and Saka is going to be absolutely vital in this game. I think it'll be a little bit like the way how Oli used to play Man City. I think that's the way that Arsenal have to go about this. I can't see Arsenal go in there and absolutely going gun-ho. I think if you go shot for shot with them, it's going to be mad. I understand what the truth's saying that when Arsenal sit back, they still get pumped. But I think you just have to find the balance. You have to find the balance because whether you like it or not, even if you want to go gun-ho, Manchester City are still going to probably have 60-70% possession of the football. Yeah. It's just the kind of football team that they are. But at the same time, there are ways of hurting them and there are ways of getting at them. And I think you kind of have to take a little bit of look at the way how Leicester played for 20 minutes in the second half and try and the same thing. Yeah, and try and do that over the scale of 90 minutes.
I was going to even say the same thing. If you notice, because Man City's left backs and right backs are quite similar in the way to Liverpool's left backs and right backs. Like they go forward a lot.
Yeah.
And what Lookman, I don't know who's on the other side. Who's on the other side?
Iheanacho and Maddison that was causing them problems.
What happened is that they were half cheating. You know what half cheating is. So they weren't really going towards the players, but they knew as soon as they lost the ball there was space. That's basically how Lookman scored.
Yeah.
And Trent obviously didn't track. So I can see that happening to Man City if they're not comfortable. That's one of the ways. And Martinelli and Saka are in form, are quite clinical.
What I want to see us do is that, as I said, the one thing people forget about football is the actual attack. When you're counter-attacking, you need to attack and you need to get numbers forward. You need to get options forward because the numbers is what confuses defenders. What we're guilty of in the past is counter-attacking with like 4 people. United are famous for this. This is why they're so individual. Because they only counter-attack with 4 players. We need more numbers going forward. We need our fullbacks going up and down. I don't care if they flip and run themselves into the mud. They need to be going up and down, constantly supporting our attacking players.
Of course.
That's the only way you beat the City side. Get those numbers, put some fear into them, make them play 10 yards further back so you can push up. I do not want to be locked in my box. Yes, let them have the ball. I know they're going to have the ball. But when we get the ball, we need to do a lot more with it. A lot more.
No, 100%, and we shall see what happens. As I said, it is part 1 of a double header of a big weekend in the Premier League. We're gonna have a moment in between when we preview the second game in the Premier League because I know the truth is itching to talk about Manchester United. So
I'm not even itching. I got a call from from Rash today saying sorry that he couldn't be here. So obviously he sent me a few notes to to give to TJ about Rolex Ralph. Look, me personally, let's just get straight into it. Me personally, this isn't anything about Ralph. This is anything about Ralph. In fact, I'm gonna be very harsh with the the whole United system. But remember, I asked you guys a while ago: is this United team as good as people say they are?
Mm-hmm.
Just before I carry on, do you still believe this Man United team is as good as they think as they should be, or they think they are, or as people say they are?
I don't think they're as good as they say they are. I said they're good enough. I said they're good enough for top four. That's what I said. People believe that this United team was good enough for challenge for the league. I said no.
But
I think they were good enough to make top four. But
no. But at the start of the season, this team was good enough for a title challenge. I'm not saying to win the title, but for a title challenge.
I never said that. I said they were never going to challenge. Not with Man City and Liverpool and Chelsea. I said they were never going to challenge for the title. I said again top four. I said top four. But what we're seeing now is, and what I will say is that from what you said, they're not even as good as. I don't even think they're good enough now. I don't even think they're good enough now.
There's a lot of things that concern me. Technically, we should be doing. Obviously, we definitely should be doing a lot better than we are now. Yeah. I just think that so many factors in the team is a problem. I think that because our team has been so fractured from the previous regime, it's still lingering. If you understand what I mean, it's like a disease. I also think that I think our midfield is not very, very strong. It's not as good as people think it is.
Yeah.
I think we have quite a few players. We have quite a lot of egos in the team, very poisonous egos.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're just disrupting the team as well.
Would you have said that before the last game and when we saw it visibly on the field?
Oh no, I'm not surprised, but I know how, what's it called? I know how certain players are. We know how Bruno goes on. We know how Ronaldo goes on when things are not going his way. And players, especially players like Ronaldo and stuff, they won't be happy with what's going on. There has to be something going. Like, that Man United team looks fractured. Even with Martial saying that he's leaving this summer and everything like that. Like, I feel sorry for Ralf in the sense that, yes, I'm going to give him criticism first. The team that he's picking out and the system he's playing for the players that he has is not great. However, I don't think he doesn't have the players that will link the play up, but I think Man United really should be doing better than we are now. The football we're playing is poor. And I do think a lot of the players now have to take the blame because now you have no excuses. Like, your manager and the manager that I agreed was terrible, that we're not doing well, has left now. And you have a proper manager. You can see you have a proper manager. And I know it's going to take time, but I think some of these players now, like, obviously have to take a responsibility. Like, yes, of course, the system isn't great, but you can take responsibility. Stuff like Bruno doing extravagant balls for no reason. Things like Ronaldo's hold up play and not moving in the box, where when Cannavaro moved in the box and scored a goal. Yeah. Little things like that. Like, of course, Ralf go on.
I'm not concerned about the style of play because 4 games with COVID interrupted break, I think, was there international break? No, that was before. No. But yeah, so 4 games, So 4 games for COVID interruption. I don't know how much you guys were expecting to see. What my concern is, and what you touched on, is the atmosphere in and around the club.
Yeah.
You guys, the new manager bounce is already gone.
It never started.
Exactly, it never even started. The new manager bounce, that's so That's a lot of momentum you guys have lost out on. And because it started off on this foot, I thought it would be a thing where, new manager comes in and people are going to want to stay, prove themselves. You're hearing reports of a mass exodus still. That tells me there's something more internally wrong within the club.
I agree.
Ragnick, don't get me wrong, Ragnick has made a few issues. Nothing on field, tactic-wise, but the personnel issue is that something I have a problem with. Either he's being told to play certain people by maybe, I know, feeling still there, maybe board level, or he's just trying to see what these players are capable of, or maybe in training. I don't know what Rashford does to stay on that pitch for 90 minutes.
You're telling me.
I don't know what McFred do to stay on the pitch for as long as they do.
I think we need to separate
across the whole 11 and say that.
I think we need to separate Fred from McTominay, man. Like, I just think McTominay is terrible. I think Fred gets a lot of hate.
I can't agree with that. As someone that likes Fred, I think with McTominay is not good enough. Fred is good enough. He can be good enough. So when he performs at the same level as McTominay, you have to give them both the same criticism, because McTominay isn't good enough, but Fred is. We've seen Fred ball. So he should be the person that's taking the ball by the horns, but his decision making is poor. Agreed. At the end of the day, his decision making is poor, and I put them both in the same category. Why is Maguire still captain of United?
Oh Lord,
these performances.
Boy,
for me, this is what United need to do now, because I think it's got too far. You need to blow the entire thing up from board level. Like, the entire thing has to go. Whoever doesn't want to be at United and play for that badge needs to go. Like, for me, Ragnick needs to say this in the 6 months. I'm seeing who wants to be here, and then tell the board this is what's going to happen when I become a consultant, because that Newcastle game was bad. That Newcastle game was bad, not from a tactical level, but from a basic level of people not knowing what to do, the basics.
And not even trying and being bothered to like.
Oh man, Greenwood! Imagine Greenwood. How old is Greenwood? 19, 20?
20, I think. Yeah.
There's no way a 20-year-old should be walking on the pitch at all.
And I think that's the bigger problem. You're talking about internally, like what's going on at the club. I think it's more the players, like what's going on with the players. Like, do they? And then you touched on it. Do they want to play for the club? Do they want to prove themselves? Like, because if not, then they're at the door. And I think that's kind of like slowly creeping into. It's growing as a problem with each game. I think.
Yeah.
And if they're not careful, it's going to be it's going to be too big of a monster to kind of control.
I think it already is. It already is to me. Because that Newcastle performance put a lot of kind of dread in my heart, because I do want to see how good this United team can be. Like, even though I don't support you guys in terms of that, I'm expecting at least in the small games for you guys to go out and show what a juggernaut you can be. Maybe you're gonna have trouble in the bigger games, which is expected. But when you play Palace, Norwich, and Newcastle, and you're saying your best minutes of football was the first half an hour against Palace, everything is that, and then all the leaks are coming out. It don't matter what manager's in there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who goes in there. Like, if Conte went in there, I think it would be the same thing.
Yeah.
So, like, what do you guys do from here on out?
I mean, it comes to, I agree, players that don't want to be here, I think they should leave. Like, as much as for example, Martial is one of my favorite players, but I respect the fact that he's saying now that he wants to leave. For him to say that he wants to leave, even though there's a new manager here, there has to be something really internally wrong.
Yeah.
And like I said, every manager, I know Arshia has been here for 7 years now, but for him to say that, he has to be really fed up with things that have gone on. And he's not the only one.
This is what I was just thinking. He's not having them conversations by himself.
Yeah.
He's not the only one. You see,
Yeah.
Bailly wants to leave. Bailly's not, and I believe those. To be honest, footballers know what's going on. I believe that those reports saying about Bailly's not happy with Maguire being in the team, etc., etc.
Yeah.
I think these are all facts. Personally, I do think these conversations are happening, and I do think so, and I understand it because I don't think they're happy with the decisions the board's making. And coming back to what you're saying, I don't think that Ragnick has full control. I think that there's still a bit of implementation and feeling. Yeah. I think Ragnick's trying to get rid of him, making it as possible as he can. But I think that and the board have probably is a lot of things. Is a lot of issues with him.
That's what I'm saying. This is why at the moment in time, what Ragnick has proved to me is that you guys just need to blow up the entire experiment. You guys need to literally start from scratch. I don't think no more you can keep on papering over the cracks by signing these signings because there's some players there that's been poisoned. I think Greenwood is quality. If you ask me, do I want Greenwood at Arsenal? I'd be like, no, because I think he's already been poisoned. I just can't imagine a 20-year-old at one of the biggest clubs in world football walking on the pitch.
Bayern has just scored. Sorry about that. Go on.
They deserved it, by the way. They've been pumping.
They've been killing them. It's been coming. But yeah.
I think that's him. Yo, boy. That's both our boys. That's both our boys. I forgot you played for us.
My brother, Welbeck, Uncle Welbeck, yeah.
Look. Do I want Greenwood at Arsenal? No, because I think he's been poisoned. Unfortunately, like the whole thing there is just poisonous. Rashford, flipping. I love that he's doing this stuff outside football. I do like it. But then your football can't take a hit.
Cool, nice goal.
Your job can't take it. Imagine I'm at my job, yeah, and I'm being a freaking philanthropist or whatever, and then my work is suffering. I'm not getting my reports in on time.
You get sacked.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Like no matter how good you are outside, you need to be doing your job. The job that's paying you. No, don't get me wrong. Bruno, Ronaldo, throwing their hands up. You got young players, and you're throwing your hands up like you own the. Bruno's a bitch. It's rotten.
TJ, let's
rotten from head to toe, TJ. So what happened?
Let's hear from you.
Yeah, I want to know what happened.
Smiling.
I've got cake for this.
Look, if we listen, all three games that have taken place, it has been half an hour in the Crystal Palace game, and there's probably been a 5-minute here, 5-minute there in Norwich and in Newcastle games. Ragnick's gone in there, he's tried to implement his system, and it hasn't worked. There's a variety of reasons why. Personnel, I think board level, they have said something to him that you need to do this. Obviously, Mike Phelan's there. Darren Fletcher's still in the dugout. I thought he was supposed to be technical director, and he's in the dugout for some reason. What's happened in terms of on a footballing perspective is that these players haven't been coached for 3 years. They've been allowed to do what they want under that previous bum. And now a proper man has come in with a philosophy and an identity, and they don't like it. They don't like it. So Cristiano's throwing his toys out of Prem, saying he wants to go to Barcelona because Ragnick's told him to press. Bruno throwing his toys out of Prem. Hold on, before I go into Bruno, I want an apology for Paul Pogba from all you pussios out there.
Yep.
Right? Because when I was fucking telling you, man was playing out of position, everyone was giving him the same fucking criticism. Now Bruno's playing out of position. Oh no, the world's over. He's a number 10. Suck your mum. Because when it was happening to Pogba, no one weren't saying that. And what was Pogba still doing? Putting out numbers. Yeah.
You
So I don't want to hear
with
nothing
Pogba
about
last game, you know.
Huh?
You could have done with Pogba in that last game.
I'm telling you.
Home,
I'm
like, so
telling you.
badly.
I'm telling you. So I don't want to hear nothing about Bruno. Bruno's been shit for time. I've been calling it, right? He is a Hollywood footballer, right? Where he just kicks the ball into the space, trying to play that Hollywood pass and can't do it. He's not press resistant. He can't pass a ball 5 yards. Yeah. And now that Cristiano's there, his goals are dried up. So he's absolutely useless now. He's a useless footballer on the pitch, right? That's why you don't play for Portugal when Cristiano's there, because he can't do it. How are you trying to be a big man and you ain't won shit? How are you trying to be a big man in the football team and you ain't won shit? Get out of here with that, right? And he's throwing his toys at the Prem because he's no longer number one. Marcus Rashford. Listen, right? This guy, and I respect it. What he's done off the football pitch.
Oh, sorry, bro.
No, I thought Chelsea scored, bro.
I know,
sorry, I got both games going.
It's finished 1-1.
Marcus Rashford has been terrible for 2 years, right? Mm-hmm. But his numbers are what have gotten him out of jail. Him scoring has what's gotten him out of jail. And now what happened was in the second half of last season and at the beginning of this season, right? He's shown his true colors because the numbers have dried up, the goals are dried up. Guy's useless. I watched this guy on the left-hand side run past a man and kick the ball into the stands. Right? And I literally got up and said, I cannot do this. I cannot watch this guy play football anymore. It's pathetic. Fred didn't have his best game, but I put Fred on the back burner. He's not the issue here. McTominay actually played half decent. He was actually one of the only ones running about against Newcastle. So I'm not going to get onto him. Greenwood, a massive issue. But again, he hasn't been coached since he's come through. So I understand what the truth is saying, where in which at 20 years old, he shouldn't be walking. You should not be walking. I don't see Phil Foden walking, right? I don't see it. I shouldn't see Mason Greenwood doing it, but his game is limited. If he's not shooting, he's useless. Yeah. So he needs someone to help him develop, right? 2 fullbacks, haven't got an issue with them. They're absolutely fine. Fat Shaw shouldn't be in the team, neither should Wan-Bissaka. Varane coming back from injury, but he's never going to be the Varane of Madrid when they won the Champions League. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because he has made an impact when he's come into the team and he just come back from injury. And the biggest impact Rafa Varane has made is he's shown all the blind people that can't see shit how crap Harry Maguire is. Right? That's the main thing that he's done. This guy's still got the captain's armband at Manchester United Football Club. That's not a Ragnick decision. It's the people higher up. And unfortunately for him, because his hands are tied, he can't take it off him. Because I guarantee you, if he could, he would. You cannot sit there and watch this guy on a football pitch and say to yourself, that should be the captain of Manchester United Football Club. He makes us a frigging laughing stock.
It's true.
He makes us a frigging laughing stock. And again, we've gone back to the years where in which David De Gea is our best player.
Yeah.
Right? So in all of that, don't get me wrong. I said that Ragnick has to take the blame because I've called it many a time. You do not put Cristiano, Bruno, Rashford and Greenwood on the pitch at the same time. You don't. Because it's shoot first, ask questions later. Footballers, right? There's no one to pass the football. There's no one to play in between the lines. Nothing. What we saw was at half time when Sancho and Cavani came on, we had Cavani who A, pressed and B, actually moved in the penalty area, right? Yeah. And you had Jadon Sancho that actually took on his man, beat him and looked to pass first.
There's a couple of times where he was a bit lost though. He would drive and you wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah. But the thing is, K, you're right. But the thing is, and I keep referring back to it. And remember, he hasn't been coached. He's only been coached for like the past 3 weeks since Dortmund. So when you're coming from a system in Dortmund where you play 1-2s, everyone makes those runs in behind, and you know where everyone is to come into this. You're just like, Bridget, I don't know what to do. Yeah. So I'm just gonna have to freestyle my way out. So what it is that Ralph's come in and said, you know what, this is the regime. This is what I'm going to be doing. You need to press, you need to do this and you need to do that. And those footballers, that were doing what they wanted under Oli are now getting upset. And I say, fuck him, get him out of it. Ragnick needs to make a decision because Cavani, because Tony said he's leaving. Tony said he's leaving. It breaks my heart to see that Tony wants to leave. All right, cool, leave him out. But Cavani can do the job that you want. Jesse Lingard can do the job that you want. Donny can do the job that you want, right? Even to a lesser extent, Matic can do the job that you want. And Sancho needs to start. He can do the job that you want. And Eric Bailly, you called him back from Ivory Coast. Shout out to my Ivory Coast brothers, yeah? To come back to play against Burnley because you know how shit Harry Maguire is. So it's one of them ones where Ragnick now has to say, look, I've had enough time to see these players because Ragnick's not stupid. He was never going to drop them all initially because he knew what these Batty or Man United fans are like. You drop Cristiano and drop Bruno, they're going to be like, oh my days, why are you dropping them? They're God's gift and blah, blah, blah. He's actually showing how shit these players are and people are still getting onto the manager already after 4 games where you let a man get away with criminal activity for 2.5 years. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. These players are rubbish. They are rubbish. Right? You know
the problem is that thinking about it now, listen what you just said, you can't actually drop anyone. If he drops Maguire, you know Maguire's got his click. If he drops Bruno or Ronaldo, you know they've got their ear. So I heard this click thing in the United dressing room is also a big issue. So I have sympathy in terms of he can't really drop anyone the moment.
He can. I think the only one that I can say he cannot drop for a sustained amount of time is Cristiano Ronaldo because that would be a big issue. Bruno,
he can't drop Maguire either.
Look, dropping Harry Maguire, his issue will be not in the dressing room, it will be from the English media. That will be his biggest problem in dropping Harry Maguire. Because as you can see, you don't
think Luke Shaw, Rashford, Greenwood.
No one cares about Luke Shaw. No one cares about
Luke Shaw. I'm saying that,
but
really this is his clip, right? He's this is
of course. Luke Shaw, Rashford. Listen, Luke Shaw, at the end of the day, Rashford's supposed to love Man United Football Club, so it shouldn't be an issue. And the fact of the matter is, the way how he's playing right now, no one's going to buy him. So that's not an issue. He's not. That's Shaw, not an issue, because no big club's going to come in for him. I think the only time he will have an issue is if he drops Cristiano. That's where it's like, because obviously everyone looks up to him. He's the main man, blah, blah, blah. So that's when I think you'll have the dressing room and the media on you. Whereas the rest of them, I do believe will just be the media saying, oh yeah, Bruno scored how many, got X amount of goals, why isn't he playing? Harry Maguire, obviously he's an England player, so they're going to get onto him as well. But I don't see it as a detrimental to what Ragnick is trying to do. I think the only person is Cristiano Ronaldo. If you dropped him for a sustained amount of time, I think that is when you're kind of putting a rope around his neck. But he's got to do something. Something's got to change because those players right now cannot do what you want them to do, and it's being proven.
I think, as I said before the Newcastle game, if as a United fan, I'll still be optimistic. After that Newcastle game and after the reports, it's just I just don't see where you guys can go at this point in time without a massive turnaround. And I mean a massive turnaround. Like everyone, all of a sudden, your team gets together and just galvanizes itself and be like, look, we're united. Because from what I saw, it's not, the players don't want to even play together. Rashford was doing stuff in the first half, not working. He tried to be Superman in the second half, tried to take on the team by himself, like he's going to do it himself. Ronaldo, Bruno throwing up their hands. And you know what? I get it to an extent. I saw Ronaldo in the first half, he was making a few runs and the ball was not coming and the passes were on.
I agree. I completely agree. But
you can't show it. You can't show it. As Ronaldo, you can't show it.
But this is the thing, and this is why I understand his frustration. Don't get me wrong, I'm not putting it all on him, but people watch my videos from September when I said the problems that Cristiano Ronaldo will cause when he comes to Manchester United, and you're seeing it now. But what I'm saying is that, and that's why I put some of it on the manager, because you can't play those guys with Cristiano. He needs service. And yes, we are missing Labille. We are missing Labille badly. But there's still guys there that can find them passes. Donny can find them passes. Not so much in the air, but them through balls, Donny can find them. Jesse can play the 1-2s and play that link-up play. You know what I mean? Matic to a lesser extent. Not so much in that game because of the legs. But in the Norwich game, he probably could have done something as well, play those passes in. So there are players there, but he's just got to now say to himself, I've had a look, I've looked at the players that are here, and I need to change it. Even if it's drop this player here and there and then bring them back in. He's got to do something because these guys cannot consistently play. Because if they do, United will find themselves in an Arsenal position where they don't even make Europe. If he carries on playing these players, he can't. He simply cannot carry on playing these players like this. It doesn't work. But the one thing I will say, and I don't like, I'm not a fan of the 4-2-2-2. In this league, I think he needs to look at his proteges in Klopp and Tuchel and realize that even them man there play free in midfield. Yeah, even them man they're playing free in midfield.
But the thing is, I don't mind him trying it. I think it's a catch-22 that you guys are in right now. It's a very horrible position. All of this fault, you can't blame Ragnick. This is the fault of the board that let Ole stay there for too long because Ragnick's got such a small window. Yeah, he's got a small window, so you have to understand he's going into a country and a team that he's very unfamiliar with. He might know the play, to some extent, but nothing big. You can't know the Premier League unless you playing it. So he's come here. He's trying what he knows. Let's be real. He's trying what he knows. But and the learning process now is to change it up. What can he change? But he just doesn't have that time.
That's true.
The games are coming thick and fast. Because of Ole, you guys don't have the Carabao Cup. You have to wait until the FA Cup. He can't try things because the games are every 3 days now. Now it's going to be even worse. Sometimes you've got no time to work on nothing, and it's 6 months window. So it's a horrible. I think it's lose for Ragnick right now. The only thing is that just this 6 months end of it destroy the entire project.
As I said, all Ragnick can do now is do what he can to try and make them finish as high as they can. But in the process of doing that, start their building blocks for the next regime. Because I think it's being proven that this team still needs a massive, massive rebuild. And I'm talking about getting rid of egos, getting rid of the dead wood, and just starting from scratch, going younger. And because at this point in time, we've got the experience, but in terms of long term, we're nearly behind you lot. In terms of long term,
that's what I'm saying. I think you guys literally need to do what Arteta did that time. Yeah, Arteta's job was on the line, and what did he do? He played Martinelli, Smith Rowe, Saka.
That's what I'm saying.
Since then, even though we've had some bad times, those guys have given not just the team hope, but the fans hope.
Exactly.
I think you guys need to do that with your young players as well, and just get rid of the people that are just making the club just as toxic as it is. No matter who it is, they need to go.
100%. This is a time to do it as well when you've got this good run with these lower league teams to build up some momentum. So
agreed.
Exactly. Exactly. And we shall see what Wreck-It Ralph does, bro, against Burnley in the next game. Unfortunately, we are running out of time, so we can't even touch on Chelsea-Liverpool.
Let's touch on Chelsea quickly. Let's touch on Chelsea quickly.
We got like 3 minutes until it's an hour, bro.
2 goals in 2 games. I know they didn't win today, but still.
Listen, at the end of the day, they didn't win today, bro. That's another 2 point. Hey, I was seeing someone here talking about Ralf in it. Like, bro, what happened to Tuchel, bro? Man stuttering, bro. Man coming like chitty chitty bang bang, bro. Just like
listen, when Uncle Ralph comes, when the big daddy comes in, the child children start stuttering.
Ever since Ralph come, Tuchel's getting nervous, bro.
Yeah, you get me. It's like Bruno and Ronaldo, isn't it?
Bro, this is what I'm saying, bro. Tuchel looking at him over his shoulder, like, bro, my dad's here, innit? So. Man, but I think that puts Chelsea a point above Liverpool now, bro. That game now becomes vital on the weekend. Absolutely vital. And Chelsea don't have a good record against Liverpool. Like Liverpool tend to beat them. I think the last time they beat Liverpool at home in the league was 2018.
That's going to be such an interesting game, man.
So it's going to be a
especially now with
game.
James
question
out.
before we go
K is right, especially with Reece James out now. But Robertson's out as well. He's banned for 3 games, isn't it?
Yeah, he's going to be banned for 3 games.
Yeah, so Robertson's out as well. So I think it kind of balances itself out.
Tsimikas is a better sort of replacement at left back than whoever Chelsea have to come in.
Yeah,
they'll put Aspie. Aspie will go there.
I don't think they will. You know, I don't think they won't put him on fullback.
They got Aspie. They got Hudson-Odoi, which offers you a lot more going forwards.
Yeah, but against Mane,
that's the thing. That's why I don't think they won't put.
I think it's a good balance. Well,
put him
Mane that can't finish.
Right centre back.
Not so much the finishing, but he'll cause problems. I think Reece James getting injured has made that game a lot closer than what it could have been. Because
I don't think so. I like Hudson-Odoi on right wing back. I think
not defensively.
No,
not defensively.
Not defensively.
Not defensively.
No.
You got 3 centre backs. Why do you need so much defense?
Because, bro, listen, as Antonio Rudiger proves, because that could have been a sending off. Them centre backs don't want to be out wide. They don't want to be out there defending.
I know. I hear that. I just don't think it's a big loss having Reece James because, to be honest,
of course it is. Bro, that juggernaut going forward and defense. Remember, Reece James is why Trent can't get back in the England side.
I know Reece James has been sick, but have you not seen Hudson-Odoi when he has played this season though?
Oh no, I'm not saying he's played well,
yeah,
but I'm thinking again. Sorry,
he's played well at wing, like wing forward.
Yeah, exactly. He's playing
at right back.
Yeah, not a
he's
wing
not
back.
played well at right back.
You don't want Hudson-Odoi against Mane. You don't. You do not want that dynamic.
I think you're fine with that. I honestly think you're fine with that because.
And remember, what you got to remember as well. Then you got Salah against Alonso on the other side.
I know that for me that's the problem area. Salah against Alonso is the problem area. But I think Hudson-Odoi is going to have to think about something going the other way. I think Hudson-Odoi will be rubbing his hand to have Tsimikas and Mane there.
Tsimikas, yeah, but you just don't leave that space for Mane. You don't.
I don't even think
as much as
that bad.
No, but the thing is, he's not a bad player. But what I'm saying is, you don't leave that space for Mane in behind, bruv. You don't. As much as he can't finish, like you don't want Mane running at Thiago Silva or Christensen. Don't.
I think you overload the other side. I think you let Mane do what he wants and then hope that he takes 3 chances to score.
Listen, all I'm saying is that let's see what happens with Lukaku and Van Dijk, innit? That's what.
Question though, just before we go into predictions, those last 2 results for Chelsea and Liverpool title race.
Yeah, it's not over. It's not over.
City win this.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever loses on Saturday must be at the title race.
I don't think so. I think. All right. Let me put it like this.
Look at the table and fine. Look at the table and then ask me.
No. I know what the table says, but what I'm saying is, I think if Liverpool lose, I think they've got 1 foot out of the title race, depending on how long Mane and Salah are away for the Cup of Nations.
I was thinking as well.
Yeah.
I think they'll have 1 foot out, and if it doesn't go well, they could be out the door. Whereas I think if Chelsea lose, I still think because they're only lose. And don't get me wrong, it's a big thing losing their goalkeeper, but Kepa's not a bad replacement. He's not as good, but he's not a bad. Whereas you can't replace Mane, you can't replace Salah, you can't replace those goals, innit? So I think if Liverpool, if Liverpool were to lose, I think that puts them 1 foot out of the title race, depending on how long Mane and Salah are for and the results that they have over this time period.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Because looking at the table now, Chelsea are 8 points behind.
Liverpool 9.
Haven't played this game. Liverpool 9 points with the game in hand. If any of them lose, it goes to double figures.
Well, that depends. I mean, look, and that depends because if you lot beat Man City, then it doesn't matter. If you lot beat Man City, then it just goes back to normal. Do you know what I mean? So I think that if City were to win and Liverpool were to lose, I think that makes them 1 foot out. I think if Chelsea lose, I still think they're in it. I still think they can be in it just because they don't lose as much to the Cup of Nations. But it's gonna be a fascinating game nonetheless. But yes, predictions.
Yep, everything's already set up. Let's get straight into it. First game is Arsenal Man City. Let's be positive. I'm gonna go 2-1 Arsenal.
Oi.
2-1 Arsenal. Straight off the bat. Let's go.
Wow.
KA.
What's it up, bro?
Go to the other guys. Go to the other guys.
DJ.
2-1 City.
2-1 City. Guys, I feel it, guys. It's gonna be a win. Show on my side. ST.
I'm gonna say
3
4-2.
No, I was about to say 4-2. 3-1 City.
3-1 City.
I
Back
was
to you,
thinking
KA.
3-1 as well, but
Well, believe me, I'm the
KA,
oracle.
go
man.
draw,
I see
man.
it coming.
KA, go draw, bro.
Go
1-1, bro.
Nah, it's okay, Troy. Let him go with his chest.
well, we can't pick same scores, can we?
You
No
can
one's
if you want.
Coach. Yeah, we can.
Yeah, I'm going.
Man's actually gonna go 3-1 City,
I'm
you know,
going
bro.
3-1
Go
City.
1-1, bro.
I'm going 3-1
Bro,
City.
I'm the I could see a win. You know what?
I believe we can win, but I don't believe we can win.
Raw, today,
3-1 Arsenal.
truth, today you're tied today, yeah? Today you're tied.
Nah, fam, because look,
Today you're
Arteta
tied.
isn't there. Arteta isn't there. I'm gonna be shouting. You know what? I might even go to the game so they can hear me coach them for once and see what a real coach plays. But I'm confident, man. Like I know I shouldn't be, and I know that we could get whooped, but you know what? It's a game where I just want to look. For me, I want to see the shackles off, man. I'm tired. I'm tired of defending. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, man. Like I don't know if you know, but actually you guys know. When you're used to Ferguson era and Wenger era, even when you're getting battered, dominating the ball,
There's always a
like,
chance that you come back.
You can't go to this rubbish football, man.
It's true.
You can't go to this.
No, it's true.
We were born an attacking play. We were born in it. Born and bred in an attacking play, and now you're feeding us this feeding us defensive football. No. Like I'm positive. I'm good for this game. Next game is Watford versus Tottenham. ST.
They didn't score much. 3-0 Tottenham.
Ooh, 3-0.
Because I
3-0?
think that Dennis will not be there.
Is he got no?
I think this is the last weekend.
This is the last weekend, but Watford are at war with Nigeria right now.
Yeah, I heard he might be staying. Like,
is that true? Nah. Like, apparently, Ranieri said they sent the email late or something.
Yeah.
Man, are saying 419 is real.
Ranieri said, "No, fam, you ain't going."
He said he got an email for to lend him 40,000, bro. He didn't get no email about Dennis.
Hey, they try to send Ranieri. Yeah, they try to send Ranieri the bill for bill for Dennis his flight and his hotel. Ranieri said, "No, who's this?" See what 3-0, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying 3-0.
DJ.
2-0 Spurs.
You guys don't think they're gonna score? Watford can't defend, so they just attack.
No, but they got goals in there. What was he? If Dennis is playing, but hey.
KA.
I'm going 2-2. Surprise.
So yeah. What do you say? KA 2-0.
2-2. No, 2-2.
2-2.
I really want to say 2-1, but you guys don't believe they can score, so I had to pick 2-2.
Bro, leave him with his 2-2, bro.
Yeah, leave him.
And when it comes in, yeah, I'll be celebrating like what.
Wait, you believe Watford are gonna score against this Conte side 2 goals?
Yeah. Emmanuel Dennis send off. Get him set up for the AFCON.
He won't be allowed to go at this rate.
I'm gonna say 3-1 Tottenham.
Fair enough.
I think Watford can score, but it'd be a consolation goal. Chelsea Liverpool. TJ. I know he's gonna go.
2-2.
Oh, I
I
thought he was
knew
gonna
he
go
was gonna
1-1. 2-2. KA.
It's a tough one, man. I don't know. With Chelsea's injuries and the players coming back, I'm going for
For a win.
2-0 Liverpool.
2-0
Wow.
Yeah, 2-0. 2-0
at the
Liverpool.
bridge.
At the bridge, man. Alonso and Aspicula. Didn't they lose? They lost Chalobah as well this game.
What?
I think
Did
they?
they?
I swear
Was
he
it
got
not
injured.
Christensen?
Was it Christensen or Chalobah? I was gonna say
It was Christensen. It was
Okay.
Christensen.
Yeah,
I
Chelsea
got the
are
C's
struggling,
mixed
boy.
up. They
I'm not
got
gonna
no
lie, Chelsea are
defenders, man.
struggling. Chelsea are struggling.
2-0,
I'm gonna
man,
go.
Liverpool.
I'm gonna go for Liverpool in 2. I think they have to bite back. Yeah. Don't know what to go though, because I think
It's a hard one to call, isn't it?
you think they're both gonna be like, we can't lose this.
Yeah,
That's
But
what
then
I
a draw is just as bad, isn't it?
I think they both have to go for it,
yeah,
Yeah.
which
A
is
draw
why I think
is
it's going
bad.
to end in a draw.
A draw is still double figures behind Man City.
Yeah, I know, but I think they're both going to go for it. But I think it will be. I think it's going to be. I personally believe it's going to be a similar game to the Liverpool Tottenham one, where they both go for it, but they just end up drawing.
yeah.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Liverpool.
Okay.
Man, didn't listen to nothing you said, bro.
I know.
I'm gonna say 3-2 Liverpool.
Ooh.
I just think
Okay, you
He's
convinced
a
me.
barn burner. 3-2.
I just think Liverpool are too. I mean, Liverpool are too open, so I know they'll concede.
Yeah.
And I just think that Liverpool will be so obviously pissed off about what happened at Leicester.
Yeah, exactly. And as you said, just Chelsea just got to. They've got their probably like a whole back four out.
Yeah.
You know, Chilwell,
They might play
Christensen,
Thiago to get a bit of like experience.
Reece James, yeah.
Reece James. Yeah, they've got a lot out, man. They've got a lot out.
Didn't Kante re-injure himself or something like that? Or did he?
No, Kante played today.
He played.
Yeah, he came on. Yeah.
Okay.
Game is this? Oh, Man United versus
Wolves.
Wolves.
Oh God.
Man U versus Wolves. You know what?
I can see that being 0-0, bro.
I just can't predict this game. I can't predict. I can actually. I could just. It's got 0-0 written all over it.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's got 0-0 written all over it.
Maybe 1-0 Man United last 10 minutes.
Yeah. I'm going 0-0. TJ.
You just stole my scoreline,
1-1.
bro. You literally just stole my scoreline. Yeah, I think it could be 0-0. Yeah.
That's why I dropped myself in straight away. I was gonna ask you first, like, nah. Let me. KA.
F it, I'm going 1-0 Man United at home in front of the fans. 1-0. The fans are gonna be onto them, and they're gonna.
I just that performance against Newcastle scared the life out of me, boy. SD.
5-0.
No, I'm not. No.
2-0 SD. Come be positive.
I was gonna say 2-0 actually. To be fair.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna seriously say 2-0. It's 2-0.
Yeah. But I wouldn't be shocked. Because if Wolves have everyone fit after COVID,
If Wolves won.
Well,
I
Wolves are
think-
good, a
I
decent
think
defender.
Traore up against
Traore
Maguire and Tellez is just going to be riot.
Listen,
Traore is
I think
trash.
this is the one game, where I don't want Fred to play, bro. After what happened away at Wolves. And I was like, I just don't.
See, that game comes to mind. That game, they peppered you for 90 minutes and still lost. I think that game's going to be hurting. They're going to want to score. And as I said, Traore up against Maguire in that inside right position.
But he was
Don't get me wrong,
for like one
he's
season,
crap.
bro.
He's crap, but he's crap. But he always gets past our players. Always. He just doesn't
crap,
deliver.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, he could run, fam.
Yeah, I know.
He could run. Last game I decided to do is Crystal Palace versus West Ham, London derby. Both with good wins.
We need Gallagher back for that, man.
Yeah, he'll be back.
He'll be back.
Yeah. He was totally rested. Nothing to do with COVID.
Like, apparently he had COVID, apparently. That's what
Was
I
it?
heard.
I heard he was rested.
Who knows?
Some people are gonna be hiding certain man's COVID test. Yeah, go on.
I have no idea, man. But West Ham are on good form right now, so I'm gonna go for a West Ham win. I'm gonna go 2-1 West Ham.
2-1 West Ham. West Ham are away, yeah?
Yeah, I believe so.
Cool. TJ?
3-2 West Ham.
3-2, high scoring. ST?
Yeah, West Ham are away.
2-2. I just think it's a derby. I think it's going to be tight. I think that the way Crystal Palace play suits the way Moyes plays and vice versa. I think it's going to be a very entertaining game.
I hope it is.
I don't see it. I'm going to say 2-2.
I hope it is. 3-0 against West Ham. Who did West Ham play recently?
They played
Watford.
yesterday against Watford. They won 4-1.
Good
And they
win.
Who did he play against the other time? I don't know.
I hope it's a high scoring game. I'm gonna go. You guys all took all the good scorelines.
There's no. You can always go 5-5. You know.
I don't see Palace winning. That's the thing. But West Ham, I'm gonna go 2-2.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-2. And that is it.
That is it. Another predictions taken place. People, this is our last one for the year. Just quickly, man them for you lot. Your highlight of 2021, sport-wise. It could be any sport of your choice.
For the end of year.
But this is the end of year. What are you doing?
No, for the actual end of year party with everyone on it. I thought that was our thing.
This is it.
Oh my days. This is football talk. Like I thought we were doing just football.
Oh no.
Highlight of the year for me, England's 2-0 win over Germany.
Oh my God, blood.
That was nostalgic. We got revenge for 96. Yeah, man.
We got revenge for 96.
Yeah, man. That hurt me when I was a child. So getting revenge for 96 was, it felt good. So that's
I thought you said 66. I was like, when you said, when I was a child, I'm like,
oh, you think I'm for your part of the world, yeah?
This guy, honestly.
Oh man.
KA for you.
Does it have to be football?
I said anything, any sport.
Oh, okay. All right, let K go first. It's fine if he wants to. Or if he needs more time.
Go on. Yeah,
go on, ST. Go on, ST.
Okay, for me, Athletics Dons. Carsten Varholm's 45.94, man. In the hurdles, that was a madness.
Yeah.
And 3 people going under the world record. That was nuts.
Yeah.
So
that was nuts. Still, I think he was just coming back from injury as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a niggle. All of them, like even Rai Benjamin, I feel sorry for him. He was 46.14 and came second. Santos 46.78. Man, you mad? That's ridiculous.
That's crazy. That was a crazy run as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I can't go. You go. I can't think of one.
I've got a couple. Like obviously,
I can't think of one.
Like Kay, I'm gonna come to you with the Athletics, bro. Obviously, Elaine Thompson for me, bro.
I thought you were gonna say that.
Was a highlight, bro. Absolutely, bro. But I think the 100 meters as well, because we absolutely annihilated them Americans, bro. getting the 1, 2, 3. That was a highlight. For me, in terms of bro, UFC had loads of knockouts, man. Absolutely loads of knockouts, bro. I can't even Usman still keeping the belt. Bro, Francis Ngannou on Miocic was absolutely crazy as well. Obviously the last one with Amanda Nunes losing to Juliana Pena, that was crazy. In terms of boxing, obviously Fury doing the biz, bro, finally destroying that fraud in Wilder. But my personal favorite of the year was the Euros final, bruv. I don't think I celebrated so much, bruv, because I was under so much pressure. Bro,
Even when the man them missed, you're evil.
Booked. I had my plane ticket booked to leave the country, bruv. Bro, so all my Italian dons, I'm with you, bruv.
Hey, it's cost your side though. I don't want to hear it though. It's cost your side. I don't want to hear you thinking against United because Rashford hasn't been the same since. Sancho's flipping disappeared.
He was crap before it, bro.
Man, them said that.
K, your mic's not on. K, your mic's not on.
Shaw, Maguire, they have not all been the same. All of them.
I know. Those are your boys, you know. Those are your boys.
Bro, I don't care, bro. That was my highlight, bro. Like that for me, bro. I took off my shirt. I was swinging it around, bro. Like I lost my voice that night. Like listen, I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. I was so scared.
You must have been scared when Shaw scored, you know.
I was scared, bro. I was
so early in the game as well.
Sweating, bro. Like shout out to you, bro. Because me and two were having heart palpitations. But that was obviously not what happened after. We don't condone that. But that was my highlight. KA finally for you, bro. K knew he just wanted the final say, bro. That's all it was.
No, honestly, I couldn't think of one. Because he caught me off guard. But no, the Olympics had some great moments. Had a lot of records being broken. I like the athletics. That's good shouts. I know you guys don't like the Americans, but I think it was McLaughlin. Remember, I think they had a good the women's 400 meter hurdles.
Oh yeah,
the 400 meters.
That was a good race.
That comes.
Oh, what was it? What's her name?
Delilah Mohammed and Sydney McLaughlin.
Oh,
yeah.
crazy.
So I remember the Olympics was good. Yeah. I know you guys got obviously teachers don't want to mention the Americans, but that was good. The Euros came to mind. I wasn't rooting for them as much as TJ was, but it was alright seeing them lose. It's coming home, ain't it? What else came to mind? Even the Milwaukee Bucks came to mind as well. So I don't know. Right now, to be honest, I don't have a number one right now. You caught me off guard. Maybe...
What I might do, people, because City go 2-0 up.
Oh, is it?
Laporte,
I'm not watching anymore.
Laporte. What I might do, because I don't know if I'm gonna have time tomorrow or not. If I do, if you man are free, we'll do it properly tomorrow. If I get back on time from doing what I'm doing, we'll jump on and do the end of season properly. If you man are about, so we can do it properly. Get all out. Give Mr. K time to think, bruv. Jot some notes down and whatnot. But people, that's just a little taste. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I hope to be back in time, and we can jump on again and do it properly. But people, we need to wrap up now. Obviously. Oh wait, hold on. Why hasn't the score changed?
It's changed for me.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. The City go 2-0 up. Obviously going 9 points clear, 8 points clear at the top of the league. People, let us know what you think in the comments. Let us VAR, he's offside. Let us know what you think in the comments. Let us know Arsenal, Man City, who you got. Is the truth right? Are Arsenal gonna, without Mike L, going to actually come with a win? Or is it going to be business as usual for Man City? Let us know about the shit show about Man United. The mess that's there. Do they need to drop these players? Does Ragnick need to change his way? As the truth said, does it need to just basically implode and start again? Chelsea, Liverpool, let us know what you think about that. Who's going to win that? Are Chelsea or Liverpool out of the title race? If they lose, and let us know what your highlights are for 2021 and also your Prem predictions for this weekend's upcoming fixtures. I want to say thank you very much to my guys, The Truth ST and Mr. KA. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Safe, man.
The Truth, you're on mute, bruv.
Appreciate you guys.
Take it easy, guys.
People, obviously, New Year is coming up. I'm going to try desperately to jump on tomorrow. But that is it for Footy Talk. There'll be no more Footy Talk for the end of the year. It's been a pleasure. Obviously, our new edition in ST coming on, dropping that wisdom. Obviously, my guys, Mr. K and The Truth, as always. The knowledge is there, the banter's there, everything is there. It's been good. Next year, we'll be coming back bigger and better than ever.
Yes.
Next week into the new year, we will be discussing the games that are taking place over the weekend. Obviously, FA Cup weekend will be coming, and we'll be talking about the African Cup of Nations as well.
So
my
we got
boys,
Ivorians here.
Ivory Coast, coming
Senegal,
back,
we done my Ghana flag.
Ghana,
Senegal, I'm a Senegal fan.
Man said
Do you know what?
Senegal, bro.
No,
Hey,
I'm
it's
sure
about
Senegal,
time.
They've got a
you know,
team,
their
though. They've got a team.
Oh my
Yo,
God.
listen,
I'm scared of Algeria.
I just want it from the North Africans, to be honest. That's all I want.
This is it, you know. It's like,
But
they just love to pull out.
The North Africans are moving brazy, though. I'm worried about Algeria.
Algeria's team's mad.
Oh, so
That's it. Why
mad.
are they so good when it comes to AFCON, but everywhere else they're trash?
Bro, listen,
So annoying, bro.
I don't think we can get into politics of Darren. 2-2s, yeah. We're getting shut down by them the money man, bro. You get me? But now we got all that coming for you. Also, obviously, it will be the lead up into the new year. UFC, obviously boxing. Hopefully, we've got a good year for boxing. NBA talk will be taking place. It will be back. I promise you guys, it will be.
You got a lot to talk about now.
Bro.
You got a lot to talk about now.
Bruv, listen, so much to talk about. Obviously, and we're gonna have new additions. The F1 talk will be coming at some point in 2022. I will get a frigging day off.
No. We'll do the F1 one. The F1 one, especially at the start of the new season.
Truth says he'll do it. It will never happen, bro.
We'll do the F1 talk. We'll do the F1 talk.
But people, it's been a pleasure. As I said, hopefully we'll do a proper end to it tomorrow. But if we don't, have a good new year, and we shall see you on the other side.
Come on, Ghana.
Stay safe out there.
I fish your part to everybody, you know.
We're not even there yet, bruv. Like, you still got another week. Like, we're not even.
I think
there
I'm better too, yeah. Hey, my battery's about to die, you know.
Why are you guys saying come on when you guys know that your team is bad? That's why you guys can't even qualify.
Oh no, we're trash.
Yeah. We already got a team this year, bro.
We got a boat. Listen, like we're into the final of the final qualifiers. We should never be there. We had a bogus goal, yeah. Marty died for the goal and they scored a penalty. We should never be there.
Listen, at least you got to make it, bro. We can't even make it. We're out. We're out. We can't even qualify now. We can't even qualify for the World Cup.
You're trying crap.
We can't. We're
no,
out.
we can't still. All that Antonio's goal for no reason. That banger.
Hey, man, them.
All right, but people, stay safe out there. Be safe, and we shall see you very, very soon.
Yeah. Atu.